on, guys? It's DG back with another video. I know it's been a while, about 4 weeks now, that I have not uploaded a long form video here on YouTube, but I'm finally back. I've been traveling, been really busy with life lately, but finally going to give you guys a performance review on these right here, the brand new Jordan Luka 2s. So let's get right into it. I don't know the inspiration behind the traction lines or whatever, but essentially it's pretty good. I mainly played on dusty floors, guys. So the dust was so unbearable that not even Kobe's would stick to it or any other shoe that you would think would have good traction. It just didn't stick to that floor, but these perform pretty well. I did have to wipe from time to time, but please take this context of I was playing in a very dusty setting and the traction was still solid. So with that, I would say that the traction for me was like an 8 out of 10. Had it been on a clean court, probably a 9 out of 10. Grooves are pretty thin and it does obviously collect dust, as I mentioned. And the durability is not too great at all. It's already chafing on my left shoe. This is the left shoe and I'm left-handed. I always pivot with my left foot. So it's already chafing the rubber right here. So for durability, it's probably not that great for outdoors. I mean, if you get these on sale, they're a good outdoor option just because the upper is pretty beefy and durable, but the traction itself isn't. But only get these for outdoors if you can get them on sale. Next up, let's talk about the cushion, because I was very, not disappointed because it's the first signature shoe, but I was very underwhelmed with the Luka 1 in terms of the cushion. I personally felt like those had no cushion, especially in the forefoot. There was some compression in the heel, but overall, the Luka 1 was not a cushioned shoe. That was a very court feel-esque shoe made for quick guards, pretty much. These are a huge upgrade cushion-wise from the Luka 1 in that there is a very nice compression, especially in the heel, to the point where you can actually notice it, because the only way that I noticed the Luka 1 cushion was when I was trying to feel it, whereas these, I actually felt it while playing. It was noticeable. Obviously, it was something that I was conscious of because I review shoes, but to the normal person, I feel like these are a huge upgrade from the Luka 1 in terms of cushion. It's nothing too crazy, guys. I don't want to make this so crazy in terms of the cushion, but it is an upgrade. I would say that it's around a 7.5 out of 10. But in terms of just like the improvement, I would say it's like plus 5 points in terms of the improvement, just because the Luka 1 I felt like had no cushion to me personally. Even in the forefoot, there was some compression. I could feel it. You can see the compression marks throughout the midsole here, which is a really good sign that it's digging into the Formula 23 setup right here. So the cushion, I would say, is like a 7.5 out of 10 overall. But if we're talking about just the Luka 1 to the Luka 2, it is really a big improvement in my opinion. Talk about the materials, because the materials are a huge differentiation from the Luka 1 in that I felt like the Luka 1 was more premium and it looked better with the knit. And these consist of like a mesh. It has a lot of panels, like some, I think it's kind of nubuck or some synthetic nubuck or whatever. So there's a lot of panels on this shoe. It does feel bulkier, right? So the materials are a downgrade in my opinion, just because it looks aesthetically and feels worse a little bit. However, it does pave way for more colorways of the Luka 1. So the materials paves way for more colorways, but performance wise, it does add a little bit more weight just because there's just so much on the shoe. It's a very bulky looking shoe, guys. Like, especially in person, these look bulky to me, whereas the Luka 1s, those look super sleek. So these overall material wise, I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I'm kind of in the middle just because I like the panels. I do like this old school look as well, which I really enjoy. But from a performance perspective, it does add a little bit more weight. In terms of the fit, these fit like the Tatums, and that it's just a big shoe, guys. Like, I don't know what it is, but these, if I compare these to the LeBron 20 in the same size, it is significantly longer than the LeBron 20 in the same size. So I'm a 10.5 true, and these are 10.5, and they just look much bigger than all of my other shoes, all of my other basketball shoes in a 10.5. So just take that into account. In terms of the actual fit, it fits just a tad longer than I would like. For example, like the LeBron 20 fits pretty short, but like that's a true to size fit. These are like a more accommodating fit. So if you have a really beefy foot, then I feel like you can go true to size. It doesn't really fit narrow to me at all. So I would say these are very wide foot friendly because I do have a wide foot, so I like that. But overall, I feel like these are a lot like the Tatums, and the Tatums are obviously made by Jordan Brand and Nike as well. But like these and the Tatums just like are super long. I don't know what it is, but when I go to the LeBron 20s or GT Cut 2s or even GT Cut 1s, like I can go full size up in the GT Cut 1s and it would still fit tight. But these, you have to, like, I could probably go down half a size, but it would probably feel too tight. But lengthwise, it would feel like the LeBron 20, I feel like. So I hope that made sense. My overall recommendation, probably just straight true to size. And once you break in this material, like this mesh, it starts to feel more one-to-one to me, at least personally. So I would just go true to size. Moving on to the aesthetics, guys. I did touch upon this earlier, but I do feel like it's a toss-up. The materials have more panels. There's just more on the shoe. And with that comes better colorways, obviously, because there's just more different variations they can put on the shoe. And I do, from the leaks that we've seen from the K54 event in Paris, like the colorways are just already better than the Luka ones. I feel like the Luka ones were like straight out of NBA 2K or something like that. But these look like and feel like and just aesthetically look like a real signature basketball shoe. Not that the Luka ones weren't, but I felt like the Luka 1 colorways were very weak in my opinion. So these, aesthetically, they look more bulky, but the colorways will be like 10 times better than the Luka ones. So I would just give it a tie, like, to be frank. Luka ones look way more sleek, okay? I could go like a half size up in those and it would still feel tight and it would still look amazing. But these, if I go a half size up in these, like it's gonna look like a boat. So I like the colorways and panels more than the Luka one, but overall, aesthetically, I would say, yeah, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. The overall playability, I would say that this shoe provides a lot of support, right? There's a lot on this shoe. It feels a little bit bulkier, so you're close or you're more weighted to the ground, so you're not feeling like you're flying everywhere. Because when you wear like a really light shoe, you can really just like move anywhere. So if you are a bigger guard who likes a combination of traction, cushion, supports, and a little bit of weight on it, then I feel like you will really like these. I can see why Luka really likes these because he's obviously huge, he's really tall, he's more bulky and stockier than the average guard at 6'6", 6'7". So he is like the prototypical player. If you like Luka, if you play like Luka, you're not super duper fast, then I feel like these are your shoe. I do think that the Luka 1, in comparison, if you have played in the Luka 1, it's more so of like a shifty type player, like you're like Kyrie or something, or you're a knockdown shooter and you need something lightweight. But these are more like you're a hybrid, you're literally like Luka. I really feel like this is Luka's shoe because he really represents the shoe in my opinion in terms of just like, it's a little bit heavier, but the traction is still there. The cushion has improved. And there's just a little bit more support on the shoe, I feel like, just because of how much is on it. Like I never felt like I was going to roll my ankle or anything. In terms of the lockdown was good, but the laces are super long, which I actually dislike. I don't know why the laces are so long, because in the Tatums, the laces are like, I feel like it's super short, like I can put it on and it'll barely, like it'll just knot and that's it. There's no extra space. But these, the laces are just like super long. I don't know why. So yeah, it's a lot of inconsistencies with these basketball shoes and how long they put the laces, the lasts that they use. So yeah, I would just say the lockdown is good, but the laces are super long. So if you're a stickler for that, maybe you don't get this shoe. I just signed a new influencer deal with Nike and they've given me a budget. So I do have some funds to spend for reviews, for content. and this is one of them. So let me know what you guys think of the brand new Luka 2s. I will leave a link in the description down below if you do want to cop. It will be an affiliate link, so I will earn a little bit of money off the purchase if you do decide to purchase these based on this review. But overall, y'all, I do like the Luka 2s. They do get my stamp of approval because I am not a shifty player, honestly. I'm more like I don't know, I'm a shooter, but I can move fast if I want to. It's just like I'm trying to be more methodical than nowadays. So I do like the Luka 2. I just feel like for me and like my size, like they're a little bit heavy, but I do like weight on my shoes. I feel like I have a very like a lot of the weight on my body is in my lower body and legs, so they don't bother me too much. But overall, to the average consumer, I can definitely see that they would find these bulky. But overall, performance-wise, there was really nothing to complain about other than the weight. So let me know what you guys think of the brand new Luka 2s. This colorway is low-key fire, but I do want the Matador colorway. That's my favorite. Next performance review, probably Jordan 38, KD16s. KD16s. I've been waiting for them to drop on Nike.com just because I can only use the money Nike gave me for Nike.com products, so I can't buy them off Foot Locker, and the Foot Locker one's sold out anyway. So KD16 reviews low-key delayed, but Freak 5s, Jordan 38s are coming up next, so really stay tuned, guys, because I really put in work into just playing, right? Like I really am just a normal person playing, so hopefully you guys find this valuable, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.